These are the kind of sedans you buy with your first big salary hike.
Or if you want an Uber way of making your salary.
They're practical, comfortable, and if you play your cards right, surprisingly fun.
And today we're comparing the two newest and the two, well, most important names in the sub 4 meter subcompact sedan segment, the Dzire and the Amaze, both of which are brand spanking new.
But don't worry, we're not doing any spec sheet battles here. We're actually trying to find out which one of these can run the furthest on just 1 litre of fuel.
And to be scientific and fair, we've actually taken the effort to drain both of these cars till they were bone dry. Like his life in the night.
And the day. And here's exactly 1 litre of fuel going in, give or take a few drops.
And to be sure that nobody cheats, I'm going to put this sticker and I'm going to make Karan put one of these as well. There we go.
In this video, we're going to be judging these two sedans based on their rear seats, the refinement, and of course the fuel efficiency. But first, we're heading to find out which one's the comfier of the two.
In typical Karan fashion, he has gone the wrong way. We were supposed to turn left. Out of the gate, he's gone right. He thinks it's going to be a probable shortcut, or he thinks he's going to make time and go easy on the throttle and go the shortest distance. But I know for a fact that he is miserable with his roads here, and I'm not. So I'm going to probably end up being there much earlier.
I really don't think this is going to be a very close comparison test, because we all know that the Honda Amaze that Cyrus is piloting is no match for the king of the segment, which has always been the Maruti Suzuki Dzire.
That first test, by the way, involves a few people getting very moist. But not in the way that you're thinking.
I'll take this guy. Blue, come.
No. Wait. That's not happening.
See ya. Okay, this test is simple. Water, fishbowl, and a pretty rough patch of trail, I would say. I won't even call this a road. The one that has the most water left at the end of the drive wins the test. Let's find out how it goes.
I'm going to be very, very careful here. This is not exactly the best. Oh dear God. This is not exactly the best judge of ride quality, but there are some very bumpy bits here. So if we can make it through.
Trying to take actually the roughest part possible, because I'm not a big fan of Glen, so I don't mind if the car loses. Oh, that's a lot of water.
You know, surprisingly, these things have. Oh God.
Oh.
Okay, this is gone. Game over.
Oh.
There is water. Why, Karan? I just thought it was an easier road, and now it's like really tricky. Oh no, stop. Make it stop.
Extra splish splosh.
Oh.
And we have made it to the end.
And we still have like
A lot of water, dude, for how fast we've been driving. Just want to say, Cyrus has been driving like insanely slow.
Yeah.
Between the two, I think this is the softer car. By soft, I just mean slightly more bouncy and slightly more sort of reboundy. As the no, Karan, what did we accomplish?
I think we pretty conclusively proved that the Dzire is the more comfier of the two. Glen has less water on himself, more water in the bowl. Despite the Dzire being driven way faster, Arizwa is drenched, so I win.
You know, we could have done this whole exercise on a bad road in Pune, which there are plenty of, by the way. Anyways, look, we still have some fuel left.
I mean, relatively some fuel.
Relatively, yeah. So what do you want to do next?
Okay, wait. Since you said we just did something that these cars are probably never going to do in their life, I'll give you the next challenge, which is something these cars will definitely do for most of their lives. Come, let's go. It'll be fine, dude. No water involved, I promise. Or at least not much water involved, I promise.
I'm worried for myself. And I'm going to leave them here.
Alright, this next challenge is fairly simple. All we need to do is go to a pickup spot and pick up a few people who need a ride home and just supposedly have a whole lot of luggage to carry.
Everybody looking for the brand new thing. Take a look around, you know what I mean. Following the followers from copying. Watch them stop when you do your thing. Do your thing, do your thing. Do your thing, do your thing.
सर आप AC बढ़ा सकते हो प्लीज?
Sir, please seat belt pehniye.
Do you want the OTB?
Because I know these cars have a reputation, but that's not all they do. They also transport lakhs of people every day.
We've been doing all of these tests on 1 liter of fuel and the AC is on. The fuel needle is below empty, as you can.
That looks a bit scary.
Yeah,
I
it's-
feel like we're going to stop any second.
No, we're not going to stop. It's all good.
So I like quirks in a car, always something that I like. And there's a button here on console which says Max Cool. Just put the Max Cool function on for a few seconds, maybe a minute and a half, and it does actually freeze the car right down.
The Dzire is actually super comfortable. Nice seats, they're supportive, there's enough space in the back. There's enough space in the back, right?
Yeah.
Enough space in the back, there's AC vents, there's 2 charging ports. It's actually a really comfortable car.
And space is something that the Honda Amaze actually, for once, trumps the bloody Dzire in, because not only does this have more space, at least it feels like it has more space on the inside.
The Z series engine isn't the most powerful and it's definitely not as powerful as the one in the Amaze, and the Amaze's CVT is smoother. But I think it's a small trade-off for how much you get in return, and of course you can always get the manual, which makes the experience better, and I think most people will get the manual.
Even with that added weight, and even though it is slow, that nimbleness that a Honda has, that sort of feeling in the steering which is very direct and very connected, it actually still handles decently well.
Do your thing, do your thing.
And still with some fumes left in our tanks, the final goal is simple: to find out who can make it to the office first, or just make it to the office.
The Maruti Suzuki Dzire is lighter than the Honda Amaze, and I don't just mean that because of the difference in the driver's weights, but the cars as well. And it also feels like a lighter car to drive. But I feel most importantly, this Z series engine that the new Dzire has got is nothing if it isn't frugal. I mean, Maruti Suzuki let go of 1 cylinder, and if this doesn't win the efficiency test, I mean, it would be a shame.
Well, I'll be the first to admit I'm a big fan of both these automakers. Both of them make cars that are great to drive, and they always have. Maruti's Swift, even today, or the Dzire for that matter, even though people complain about that engine, is such a fantastic car to drive, especially with the manual gearbox. Honda, on the other hand, in this generation, have somehow just gone too soft. It's almost as if it's been tuned by somebody who uses brackets a lot.
Red lights are the worst for fuel efficiency. The start-stop system actually helps save fuel in these traffic situations, so I wouldn't suggest stopping the engine in case your car doesn't have that system already, because that starting and stopping takes up a lot of fuel. Unless your red light is super long, then of course it makes sense. But red lights in general aren't great for what we are trying to do right now, which is achieve incredible fuel efficiency. And even when you're setting off from the red light, you should do it like extremely slowly.
Let me tell you a little bit more about the Amaze's engine while we sit at a traffic stop and the fuel sort of keeps getting sipped away. The 4-cylinder engine that Honda has is one of the nicest 1.2 litre engines out there. No denying that. It's got that 4-cylinder smoothness, it's got the 4-cylinder power delivery, but all of that comes at the cost of fuel efficiency. I really hope Karan doesn't have any more challenges for me to do, because this thing is running really low. I can feel it.
Car is not driving at its most optimum, but we are just gonna go at 10 kilometers per hour.
I can really feel the fact that there is just absolutely no fuel left. I felt a little sputter a few seconds ago. We don't have a lot to go.
Okay, I'm almost there. Like literally 10 meters, a bike has overtaken me in the process, and Woo! We have made it.
Come on, come on. 50 more meters. No, 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 no. No, 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 not down. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Work, 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 work. Come on, sip, sip. Fumes. Come on, yaar. I hate this.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the winner quite clearly of the 1 litre fuel challenge, the Maruti Suzuki Dzire. Any words of losing?
You're making an old man do work. Okay, look, I concede. I'm done with your challenges. And I kind of agree. For the first time ever, the Dzire has trumped the Amaze in every single form. It's more comfortable, it's definitely more affordable, and it's definitely more fuel efficient. Maybe it doesn't have ADAS, but apart from that, in every single metric, it's the winner. And now this is your headache, so...
What do you mean? Hey bro, park this.
I need to sit.
Thank you for watching PowerDrift, and I think I need to push this now. Somehow, even when Cyrus is losing, I am losing.